Oh, meteorologist Les Still back in the saddle here. Had a little technical difficulties of not able to get the video up for yesterday, but I got to thank everybody that sent the well wishes on to my wife who is recovering from gallbladder surgery. That's where I was Monday and Tuesday this week, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of last week I was up in Boston for the American Meteorological Society convention. But now I'm back in the saddle here, and most of the action with Isaac is pretty much come and gone, at least as far as Louisiana is starting to concern as it's moving further inland. But we'll deal with that in a minute. Let's see what I'm tracking here. We are seeing here in eastern Carolina some of the high cloudiness being pulled, that moisture out of Isaac. That kind of indirectly is connected back to it, but we are seeing that across eastern Carolina for this morning, and also going to be seeing more so at the jet stream level, little shortwave disturbance that's riding along at the jet stream that is enhancing that cloudiness. It'll gradually shift to the south as we go through this afternoon and tonight, and that'll set us up for a nice seasonally but hot next couple days here, upper 80s and low 90s. Now, as far as the tropics are concerned, Isaac basically equals a rainstorm right now, but potentially do have a new name that could be coming along here within the next 24 hours. That would be a name I'm very familiar with, Leslie. That would be the potential next storm that we could have for us in the Atlantic, and that's something we're going to need to keep an eye on here. All right, let's deal with Isaac right now. Expecting a new advisory coming in here anytime, but as of 5 o'clock this morning, it was slowly moving off to the northwest, and that's been the problem with this storm. It hasn't been so much the wind, sustained wind and the wind gusts that have been that strong, although they have been. I mean, after all, you were dealing with the Category 1 hurricane. It was the slow movement of this storm just dumping prolific amounts of rainfall, anywhere between 15 to 20 inches of rainfall in Louisiana. And also, we're going to be tracking this right up into the heart of the drought area. So, I mean, I guess it's a good thing. They're going to get some needed rainfall. And definitely the Mississippi River and other rivers have been so dry recently that they'll be able to handle this amount of rainfall. But you'll notice it kind of heads south of Chicago through the Ohio Valley for Memorial Day, or excuse me, for Labor Day. And eventually, by the time we hit late Monday going into Tuesday, some of that moisture from the tropical rainstorm Isaac will get mixed into our weather pattern here. Again, you can kind of see that outflow of moisture being pulled out of Isaac across eastern Carolina here, but we will be watching a front dropping further off to the south that will gradually break that cycle here. All right, as far as Kirk is concerned, a tropical storm right now, very compact, trying to develop a little bit of an eye to it. And this down here is what we are watching. Again, they may name it as of 8 o'clock this morning. It may be upgraded to a tropical depression. If not, I got a feeling it may go straight to the name by later on this afternoon, Leslie. And this is what we need to watch here. And again, it will have a window of opportunity towards the east coast of the United States. Now, whether it's closer towards Bermuda or closer to the Carolinas, that's something we'll have to watch out here for. But at least that window is going to be there as we go into next week or so. For the next couple days, though, sunshine is what we're going to be dealing with. Lots of high cloudiness around. We'll gradually get rid of that from north to south as we go on through this afternoon. Less humid conditions around. Temperatures at seasonal levels into the mid to upper 80s. Some areas of fog overnight tonight as we are going to be watching the clear skies, and also with all that moisture in the ground from the recent rainfall here. Seasonally hot temperatures, upper 80s, low 90s for tomorrow. Lots of sunshine around. A beautiful way to head into the holiday weekend here. Not so great, though, along the Gulf Coast states. And you'll notice it was actually east of the path where the strongest winds were with this storm with Isaac, and also that's where the potential 5-6 tornadoes have been reported, again, off to the east through Mississippi and Alabama as a result of this storm making landfall here. And you'll notice in training a lot of dry air in on the western side of it, and that's been a problem with this system from the get-go, that it has been pulling the dry air in. And again, it's kind of off to the east. It's more weighted where we are seeing heavier rainfall, and even those bands still continuing to come up out of the Gulf of Mexico region. But for us, it's the high mid-level clouds with the circulation around it getting pulled eastbound here. And as a result, with this short wave in the atmosphere riding through, that's what gives us the cloud cover this morning. And then eventually we'll thin that cloud cover out as the jet stream itself kind of reconfigures here. Notice all the dry air from Chicago through D.C., Boston, Buffalo, even back through Kansas and Oklahoma. That's what we're going to be seeing in store for us as we go in through this holiday weekend. So obviously you can definitely tell where Isaac is. That's the cutoff low pressure here. The heat with the upper level ridge out over the drought areas here, and this little short wave with the coming through eastern Carolina here, kind of this zone stretched out here, helping to pull that moisture out and over us here. But watch how the atmosphere kind of reconfigures itself. And notice the upper level ridge that was out here kind of breaks off and starts to move down over us as we head through Friday and Saturday. So what that's going to do is that's going to allow the rainstorm of Isaac to move up on the back side of that ridge. Now, what it's also going to do is it's going to put a lot of tropical moisture into the weather pattern, so that as that comes eastbound by Monday and Tuesday, we'll actually get warm, moist tropical air, not coming in from the southwest as you would expect, actually coming in from the northwest as the jet stream kind of reconfigures itself. And this is what we're talking about. Notice by Saturday, the upper level ridge backs down over Louisiana, so it's going to give them a chance to dry out there. And then this little kink right here, this trough is what is left of Isaac. And notice how it makes its way over us with that northwesterly flow going later Monday into Tuesday. So again, it's going to have a lot of tropical air with it. That will be cascading our way over northwesterly winds coming over the mountains. So as a result, a little unusual, but will actually raise the humidity levels because of that. Here's how things play out, though, for the next couple days. As this high slides in through this afternoon, we'll gradually clear the skies out from north to south, with the high pressure in control of our weather for tomorrow. That'll give us plenty of sunshine. High starts to slip off the coast as we head in through Saturday, and then you'll notice by later on Saturday going into Sunday, the moisture from Isaac coming in, getting entangled into that front with the trough that is going to be moving eastbound here. A lot of action going on over the next couple days. We've got high school football tomorrow night. We've got ECU, their first game of the season, taking on App State on Saturday at noontime is kickoff. Should be a nice stretch of weather for that. Even nice if you're heading down towards the beaches. High pressure in control, not that rough of surf. And then maybe late Sunday, but especially Monday and Tuesday, that moisture from Isaac kind of gets into our weather pattern here, and that's what's going to be influencing our weather for the first part of next week. And eventually that'll move out of here. Not anticipating any flooding rainfall from it, but tropical downpours like we've seen recently. But at least we're going to get the next 3 or 4 days a chance to dry out. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Snell. Have yourself a good Thursday.